This is Chippy, and I am outside the Hairy Dog right now, and I'm here with Writhe. You guys just opened up Techabilitation, 2023. Can you introduce yourselves, please?
Hey, I'm Sebastian, I'm guitar and production.
I'm Simon, I'm vocals.
I'm Cam, I'm on drums.
Rocco bass.
Damn! Now, you guys just opened up Techabilitation 2023. How was it?
Amazing, incredible. I mean, we were so hyped to be asked to do this as it was, and we were so ready as well, because we're basically a band because of TechFest.
Damn!
So it was like not only a big reunion for all of us, like the Tech fam, but also our final sort of...
Are you goers of TechFest then, would you say?
Absolutely. Me and Simon mainly. Cam's been a few years.
Yeah.
Rocco needs to go if it happens.
If it happens again.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I've been to every one except the first one, so...
Wow, okay then. So how does it feel right now that you're going to say you're supporting hacktivists?
Sick. Awesome. Cool. I learned hacktivist songs 10 years ago.
No way!
Yeah. That's when I got my first 8-string. It was just like, I just wanted to groove, and they were like, in terms of locking in that kind of sound, just like the one, innit?
Beautiful. Now, tell me a little bit of history of Writhe. How long have you guys been going for?
We've been active publicly for just less than a year now.
Wow, okay.
We've been active behind the scenes for, I want to say, about 3 years. So we kind of started up in the pandemic. Me and Rocco used to be in a metalcore band called Orchestrate the End.
Okay.
And after pandemic, you know, everything changed. Everyone kind of went off to do their own thing in all kinds of bands. And I was just sort of experimenting, having fun, playing with new pedals, playing with new guitars and stuff, new production things. And eventually got to the point where I wanted to get Rocco's opinion on it. And then it went to the point where we were like, let's get a drummer and a vocalist for this and see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what did you do? Did you just post on Facebook, for example?
I found him on Facebook.
Nice, that's the best way to go.
Specifically in a TechFest group, actually.
Oh, was it actually?
Yeah.
He was looking
So
for
this is almost a TechFest fam group.
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
much,
absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
This is like the pinnacle of where you guys can play them, right?
Well, kind of, I wanted to ask around, but it's like I also did have a specific idea of the kind of thing I wanted, not the literal thing I wanted. But I knew that in the TechFest group there would be someone that would kind of match that, you know, level of influence. And for anyone that's heard the music, you can tell there is a lot there in terms of our influences. But yeah, TechFest.
Beautiful.
I mean, there's so many competent, incredible musicians in this entire little community, and it's always blown me away. Like, every year I've gone, and it's been like, fucking hell, like, the level of quality that everybody's putting out, and just... Yeah, as soon as I knew that, I'm like, okay, I need to make good friends with everybody here, because like I'm going to either get better myself or get a really cool band out of it at some point. So
Exactly. So with Writhe then, what are your plans for the next 12 months? Have you got an EP coming out? Have you got an album coming out? What's going on?
We've just released our debut EP, In Filth, just 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. Naughty.
Oh, yeah. And...
Does it do the skank face?
Oh, a couple times. It might even make you pull faces you didn't even know you had. I mean, it did that for me. But all we want for the next 12 months is just to keep going. Write more music, see what happens. I can't confirm anything in terms of releases right now. Okay. But we will definitely be pushing the boundary, pushing ourselves.
Have you got any videos out with your hour?
There is... Technically, there's a video for every song.
Oh, okay.
But 2 of those are just sort of basic visualizers, just to get you in the mood. But we have 3 fully fledged AI music videos made by ourselves.
Oh, so is this all self-funded by yourselves?
Yeah.
And self-produced?
yep.
Dang.
Everything, like...
You got a little home studio going on?
You could call it that. I make noises on my computer.
You make noises. You make loud noises.
Yeah. Let's go with that. No, I'm a live sound engineer.
Oh wow, that's brilliant.
And that was another thing during the pandemic. I really wanted to hone in on what was I after sonically, and kind of bring the boys in to have their own sonic sound as well.
I bet that gives you a much better edge as a full band to give you a much bigger sound on stage, surely.
And it's definitely helped. I mean, like, if it wasn't for Seb, like, I don't think we would sound nearly as good as we do, like, on record, let alone, like, live today. Like, he's put so much of the thought process of, like, how this music's going to sound and translate to the live. And honestly, our sound engineer today absolutely killed it.
Yeah, Martin, big up.
Yeah.
I don't know his second name, but Martin, if he's the house tech here, like, it sounds sick.
He's the reason we sound the way we do. I just hit stuff, so...
I get you on that. I'm a drummer myself.
Yeah. But if it's in time, it's fine.
Same here. I mean, like, what actually helped me with Cam and stuff on our relationship was the fact we're both drummers. So
You're a drummer as well?
yeah, man, like this is my first time doing the frontman thing and everything. So
Oh,
like,
wow. How's it going?
it's good fun up there. Like, it's taken a little, like the first few gigs were like, oh, I could feel the weight of expectation actually on me rather than being like, yeah, I can just sit down and ignore my anxiety right now.
Because normally you get to sort of like hide behind a kit almost, but now all of a sudden you've got nothing to hide behind apart from a
literally, it's
microphone.
like, here we go, that's it, that's all you got. So, but it's been great, and like for me, this project's been everything I've wanted to be able to try and like bring to the world, and like a lot of forms of metal, but it's just with my voice though instead. So
Beautiful. Do you guys reckon you're going to take over the fucking world?
that's definitely the
I mean,
game
we want
plan.
to tear people's souls apart and reassemble them.
Yes!
But taking over the world, we'll leave that to the higher powers that we may conjure with some new songs. We'll see what happens.
So, within the next 6 months, gigs, what you've got coming up, can you give us an insight of where you're going to be playing, what dates, anything you've got
We
coming up?
haven't got any dates yet lined up.
Okay.
We've got a few gigs potentially in the works, but like nothing we can really be concrete just about yet.
That's fair enough.
But for this year, this was basically our big highlight, last gig of the year. So we're really happy that like everything's culminated to this point, you know.
Beautiful. And would you say that we're within U4, what's the writing process like, the chemistry between you guys? Do you find it really like easy and fluid, would you say, when it comes to
Definitely.
writing?
And it's ever changing as well. We don't have a formula. We don't stick to
Nice.
Of it becoming-
That's all way. I've always found that is the best way when it comes to bands, is that you don't stick to a set formula. You've always got something new and always something evolving.
At the same time,
Yeah.
in 2023, it can be very, very difficult to get out of
Massively.
the bedroom producer mindset. So obviously that's how it started. I was writing just stuff by myself. But I was really like, I wanted to encourage everyone to at least have their own voice, or at least do something, or get, opinions on the little things, the big things, whatever sticks out, something that didn't even stick out for me that sticks out for someone else. And Cam basically rewrote most of the drums of the EP. Rocco rewrote most of the bass of the EP, which
that the important thing about this band is that we all have different musical backgrounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I have more of an academical background. The guys like have been more, like living.
So you bring some different time signatures then, probably.
Well, I'm actually probably the one. I'm
Nice.
probably the one that want to
band
keep
is
it
a
simple because of that. So it's fun to see how all of these different things work together. Having those different backgrounds and how they come out, and then how they they create the song and they craft the song. That basically make everything work together. And also it's always a challenge for each other. If I come with an idea that of course comes from my background, like Seb can be like, oh yeah, I never thought about that way from that perspective. And
It's having all of those different ways of thinking, all those different areas of backgrounds that brings together such almost like natural complex of music, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I would sort of consider this first EP somewhat of an experiment, because we're all getting out of our comfort zone for it, and we all were trying things for the sake of
Best way to push your boundaries.
Yeah. So I'm really happy with it. It's there's a lot to it, but every moment hits the way we wanted it to. Going forward, though, we know what we want to do now more, and we have basically exactly what we want to do in mind, and already demoed out a little bit.
You got demoed out.
Little bits here and
Oh.
there. And I think if people seem to enjoy us now, I think they're in for a treat.
Beautiful. Now, I've got one final question to ask each individual one of you, and I want you to think very hard about this. This is just a personal question from me, and I think the whole entire world needs to know this. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
Absolutely, it bangs.
Ouch.
I gotta agree with them.
Ouch.
Open your mind.
If you like it, it's up to you.
what's the question again?
Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
I'm Italian. Wrong people to ask.
I like this guy. I like him a lot.
Also from the south, so be careful about
We have threatened him with pineapple on his pizza before. That was an N-word.
Guys, it has been amazing talking to you, okay? This has been Chippy. Thank you very much. Writhe!
Writhe and filth!
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.